So here we are today at Linford Lakes complex. We're fishing Pines Pool, which is a day ticket water on the syndicate sort of complex. Full of about 110-20 fish, up to about £35 I think at the right time of year. And I've basically recorded a few sessions because when I first came to fish Pines early in the year, I couldn't find any information about it, so I thought, it's August, I thought I'd put together a few sessions and see how we can get on. So I'm just about to pop into the tackle shop, get some bait off Gordon, who's a top bloke who runs the tackle shop. He'll also give you plenty of advice, but yeah, as I said, this video is several sessions throughout August, and not just an individual day session. So catch up with you as soon as we get on the bank. So welcome to Pines Pool. This video is recorded over a number of sessions over the last couple of weeks in August. Pines Pool is a day ticket water, part of the Linford Lakes syndicate water, and the aim of this video is really to give you an overview of the lake, its fish and its features, so hope you enjoy it. I've got peg one, as you can see, first rod straight over there, in between the two little patches of weed over there, just about a metre off the far bank. And then my second rod, which is there, is going in towards the plateau, just before the weed bed, which you can probably just about see at the surface there. So just thought I'd quickly run through the bait we're using today. We've got the sticky krill 16mm, which we're feeding with, and then on the hook we've got sticky krill 20mm. I've also tipped the one left hand rod with some sweet corn just for visibility, but the right hand rod is just single 20mm krill. And then obviously we've got the sticky krill glug, which I must admit, before I started using it, I wasn't a huge fan of glugs, but I must admit I now use it every time without fail. So whether that's produced me additional fish, who knows, but I think it goes well with the boilies themselves. So that's the bait. Excuse me. Any chance of a hand? Ready? Oh. And again. Okay. That's great, thank you. So as you saw, 20 minutes in, and I had two takes at once. The first on the left rod over the plateau, the second one within about a minute later. Of course, carnage, but luckily one of the other anglers came to help me. We got both out. One was a 21-pound ghosty, the other one was about an 18 common. So I've just recast both rods. So it looks like a good day ahead, because the fish obviously haven't been feeding the last few days, and potentially they're on it today. So we'll see how it goes again. Great Lake. Right at the back there you've got peg 6 working its way towards my peg, which is 1. Popular areas to fish are obviously the far bank. There's quite a lot of weed in amongst 3, 4, 5, 6 in the middle there, but worth a go if you can get the clear spots, because I've done fishing sessions before here where the lads had 13 from in the middle during a session. He's obviously found a clear area and fished to it. Good angling, to be honest. So it's been about an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours since I had my first 2 fish to start with. So I pulled them in, both had weed on, which is particularly on this water wire I do recast every hour. So I've recast them both back out now. Sun's out, so hoping for some more fish very shortly. Gorgeous fish, only about 8 pound if that, but still a gorgeous fish. Let's put her back. Totally took everything. Fish number 4. The good looking common, at about 15. Just had fish number 6 of the day session, the 3rd off the far bank. Also lost another one off the far bank. Sun's out, glorious day. Still got one over the plateau, but gonna give it about another hour, 45 minutes I think, and then probably pack up for the night. Obviously back first thing in the morning. Don't really fancy doing a night session tonight, on the basis that I'm doing one tomorrow with a group of friends, so I'm going to save the fun for tomorrow night I think. But had a good day nonetheless, and we'll hopefully get some more fish tomorrow.
starts shaking his head like that, I think, yeah, you're a little bit.
Stuart with his first of the day. Small comment. Off the plateau. Nice fish. Well done, Stu. Just getting some action in it. Stuart with his second fish of the day. Lovely 21-pound mirror. Caught off the top from swim 1. Well done, Stu.
It's alright, man. There you go. And if we just zoom in on you, there is a distinct similarity. If you just hold that forwards again for me quickly, please, Al. There we go. I'm sure the audience can see what I mean. Very, very similar shiny forehead. Lovely fish. Good man. Well done, Junior.
So it's fish number 2 of the day. Nice 24-8 common. Been quite a struggle today, but we're starting to pick up some fish now in the margin.
We are going to nickname him Al the Assassin because he runs your lines every time.
I do like going through people's lines, but it's definitely a fish worth waiting for. So we're going to get the rods back in. Every peg's full now, bar 3, but then my friends joined me, Stuart, to fish 1 with me, so there are 6 anglers on the lake. I've currently had 4 fish, best 24-8. Stuart's had 2 fish. I've had 1 snap straight off on the shale, so has Stuart, and he's also lost another fish. So it's been hard work today with the wind, but location's been the key. We've come into the margin here. That's where I've had all my fish, bar 1, which was off the far shelf, which is traditionally a good place to catch on peg 1. Stuart's had 1 off the top, believe it or not, early this morning. But yeah, we've struggled definitely on the far bank on 1 today. So we've had to adjust tactics, and it's paid dividends in the end, but kind of a bit behind on how many fish we'd have wanted to have caught by now. So I'm going to crack on, and all the fish coming off single krill, and we'll see how we get on.
That's quite a nice shot as it goes. Looking down the lake, the light's starting to fail. It looks like a resounding victory, yeah? Little short fat fucker. A bit like you, that one, mate. Yeah, he looks like a nice fish. Very nice. I'd weigh him. Yeah, that's it, he's stuck his fin up for you. Yeah, I reckon he's worth going on scales.
Definitely a new ghost though, isn't it? It's the first
Well,
time.
I told you. 22.
Ah,
Just under, but given 22.
yeah, 22.
Pretty fish.
It's a 5 fish out for me today so far. As you can see, the night's drawing in now. Still that bitter wind coming into my bank. 5 fish, 2 personal bests, 24.8 and a koi. First time ever, £22, gorgeous fish. Had 4 fish off the margin, as you can see on my left hand rod there, and 1 off the far bank on my right hand rod, which is really disappointing for the far bank. Usually it's really productive place to fish, especially on peg 1, but it's been good today because we found worked hard for the fish, found a spot in that close margin, as I say, which I've never fished before, and had some good fish off it. The plateau's produced a couple for my mate Stuart, but it's very weedy out there, so he often finds he's caught in weed. But I'm going to come back tomorrow morning early on and have another day. Probably not going to spend the night tonight. Not too fussed about doing overnight. So yeah, we'll see how we get on last half an hour and then tomorrow. Well, as you can see, day 3. The weather's turned, 20-mile-an-hour winds, and it's just absolutely chucked it down, but it's starting to ease off now. Stuart's been back early this morning. He's had a couple of fish off the plateau. I've just the second turned up. It's about 10:30, so we're going to get the rods out straight back over the margin and the far shelf, and see what day 3 brings us. Ian into his 6th fish. Is that 6, Ian?
It is 6, mate, yeah. Yeah, sorry, you've seen this before.
He's had 5 through the night.
We'll get him out first, but we've definitely seen this fish before, mate.
Good fish.
He's alright.
So I bottled it through the night, and obviously big mistake.
Well, we were tempted to make use of your offer and head down your way, but we thought we'd stick with it.
No, fair play. You had them all off the far bank, or?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I've been right up close to it,
Yeah.
or about 8 foot out from it.
Okay.
There seems to have been 2 places.
Not too bad.
Have you had any luck?
Just 2.
2.
Yeah.
What, yesterday or?
One last one yesterday on the far bank.
Yeah.
One underneath the tree this morning.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep. We'll stay on there now. We'll stay on the memory because it's the biggest fish them scales have had.
What do you reckon, 29?
I reckon 28, 29 by the time we get it weighed up.
Just come straight back down, and now Stuart's into a fish. Just about to show him the 29 common. It's been caught off peg 6, and he's had a screaming run. Just a second, put it back out. Only a smaller one by the looks of it. Stuart hasn't weighed that one, it's just a small common. Got another fish, it's 3rd of the morning. What else you had, Stu? You said it's 16?
Biggest was about 16.
16.
All commons.
So we just returned to the swim now. That Ian on peg 5 with his 29 pound common, and on the way back Stuart had a small common, probably nothing more than 10 pound. off the plateau. I've got my rods now back out, one in the margin where I had my 5 fish yesterday, and one on the back wall traditionally of one, so let's see if we can get some more fish out. So that's 25 fish so far. From Friday, I fished the Friday on my own. I had 6 fish, and then since yesterday I've had 5 fish, Stuart's had 5 fish, Ian's had 6, he fished the night, John's not had one yet, and Anthony's had 2, Paul had 1, he's had to go this morning, so 25 fish out so far already, and it's looking good for a few more, I think.
Top fishing, Alex, nice one.
So we're back on Pines today, literally a week from when we last left off. I didn't have any more fish after that last bit of footage. We've booked on for the night tonight and then through today on the bank holiday Monday. We've literally arrived about 5 PM and a few lads have just come off and they've had a few fish off peg 1, so it could be another productive session. I'm here with my mate Mike today, who a bit camera shy, but
Yeah.
so we're all set up for the night.
Very camera shy.
Very camera shy. We're just about to get some food on. Rods are out. As I said, we've been here about an hour now without biters yet, so hopefully there'll be plenty during the night. Potential heavy rain tomorrow throughout the whole of bank holiday Monday. It's quite nice to see the weather's been good to us this evening to set up. There's a couple of anglers on the lake today in 5 and 6, I think. A couple of regulars there. They're just having a barbecue, but it's good for a few fish, I think. Oh.
You're in.
First fish of the day.
First fish of the day for Alex. Fishing off to that point. He's just been recording a bit of fish movement around there, and his strange bite alarm sound started going. And he's
Yeah, I'll turn the tone right down.
yeah.
No, not many moves, is it?
Is there not? That, my friend, is a beautiful fish. Beautiful markings. Alright, shall we get him back?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Lights fading as we speak on the lake now. Got a police helicopter circling now for about 10 minutes. Brilliant.
Nice little fish out. Nice markings on it. Lovely colours on the head, isn't it? It's almost like a crossbreed, isn't it? Yeah, we've got that one out. Let's have him back.
A few years time. Fish number 2, small ghosty, off the single krill in the margin. Not the biggest fish, but still another fish on the bank.
It's one at night as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a couple of steps back out. Lovely fish, absolutely lovely. Done well there, mate.
Got enough light?
Yeah, plenty.
Gorgeous fish.
Yeah, it's got some nice scales. It's got a couple of marks on the side, but apart from that, it's gorgeous fish. Lovely. Right then, let's get him back.
So we just weighed that third fish off the far bank. It was £16 1 ounce. Lovely mirror. And then 2 minutes later, as we're recasting, Mike over here has just had his first run on.
Screaming run.
No, it wasn't. It was a bleep, bleep, bleep. We think the fish probably picked it up, ejected it.
Probably too small of a on a size 8, so we've gone down to, well, we've gone up to a size 6.
Yeah, so we've gone to a 6 wide gape. Give the fish, or give Mike a better chance of catching one.
Just bash that back out onto the far bank and set it back up on the bite alarm, and we'll see what the night brings, but it's seeming to pick up. Good morning, everyone. It's about, I think, about 7 o'clock, and not much action towards the later part of the night, but it's raining a bit this morning, and rudely awoken by one of Alex's rods screaming off again. So I'm just going to sit here and do a bit of filming. Watch. Is it the one you recast? Well, you recast both.
No, I said I was going to get a recast.
Oh, you were going to, yeah, right, okay. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. Very nice fish. Right, do you want the sling?
Yeah?
Yeah.
So fish number 4 came in at £17. Lovely ghosty. Ripped off this morning. Didn't have a touch really throughout the night after midnight. And I'd literally just about woken up, and as you would, the alarms rip off. So the main aim now is to get Mikey into the fish. 4 for me, 2 off the plateau. Sorry, 2 off the margin, 2 off the far
Can I
bank.
just say, if there's any more bragging like that, you'll end up in that.
Right, let's get them back out. So they promised torrential rain today. At the moment it's like a drizzle. So we're very lucky, managed to be able to wake up and recast the rods just at the 4th fish, but yeah, we're expecting worse things, I think, but we'll see how we get on. taking shelter from the rain. All eyes on us.
Great spot.
Oh, he's going on a run. Oh, it's snapped.
No.
No, it's
He's come off. Poor Mike, he's just had his first run and been snapped on the shale, literally right at the death, just as the fish was coming up onto the surface. Really close in as well on the margin, but so I'm afraid he's had a clean break there.
snapper.
But gonna get set back up and straight back on it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, it's 2:30 now. As you can see, heavy rain. It's been persistent all morning since we woke up, to be honest. It's gradually got a lot heavier and the lake has totally switched off. Having said that, Mike, who lost one earlier, he had another run and the fish dropped the hook. But I haven't had a touch on my rod since 7:30 this morning when I had my fourth fish of the day. I'm going to stick it out for a couple more hours. I think Mike's starting to get his stuff together because he's got a long trip home. But yeah, it's surprising how, you know, a bit of rain and drop in temperature can make even the most prolific of waters really slow down. But we'll keep going for the meantime. Well, it's been exactly 8 hours now since my last fish, which was 7:30 this morning. As you can see, it's hammered down all day. We're down to a rod each now, literally all but packed up, most of the gear in the car. I think it's fair to say it's the longest I've been, bar the first time I fished here without a bite. So a bit disappointed for my mate Mike. He's had a couple of fish on and lost them, but so he's not that disappointed. But I generally thought we'd come today and nail it. But I think the heavy rain. Oh, as we speak.
Mike!
So would you believe it, as I was saying, we're struggling. Mike gets one ripped off the far bank, which has fished awful today, and he's into hopefully his first fish. Just going to grab the net. Thought we'd give him Mike's special preference here. There he is, into his first fish. How'd you feel, Mikey?
Not bad at all.
Nice looking fish as well. There you go, Mike's first Pines Common, lovely 12-pound carp, literally on the nose. Well done, Mikey. Gorgeous fish, sticking his back up here, yeah. Get him back in, mate. Well done, bud. Worth waiting for.
Thank you for your help.
You're welcome, mate. So, great example of why you should never leave your rods unattended. Mike, he was still awaiting his first fish, went to ring his dad, and during that time, as I was saying on the video that I hoped he'd get one and how disappointed I was, the rod screamed off on the far bank. I managed to strike the fish for him. He came and played it all and got his first fish. Within 2 minutes of recasting back out to the same spot, he had another run. This time we think the fish sucked it in and spat it straight out, so shame on that. You could have had two within literally a few minutes. As you can see, the conditions aren't the best. I think we're going to give it 20 minutes and then call it a day. So unless you hear from us again, I think that will be about it. So it's 11 o'clock. Finally managed to get to the lake. I'm just approaching it now. As you can see, a little trip across the field. Lovely secure place. Fishing peg 1 again today, probably just for about 7 or 8 hours, so see if we can get a few fish out. It's August the 29th, so 4 days after we last came off on Monday. What a lump. Gonna weigh him in a second. Probably 28 pounds, 29 pounds. So new personal best for me, 28.12. Gorgeous fish. Same one Ian Payton had earlier on in the programme, the one with the lump on the side. Had it off the plateau. Must be a very hungry fish because it's constantly feeding. Rod rips off, and literally 25 minutes in, so not a bad start. I don't know, that personal best may have been what was meant to be. If that is the last fish of the video and the session, then I'll be really pleased with that. Lovely 28.12, but yeah, obviously it's early days yet. It's only about 1:30. I'm going to stick at it for a while, but yeah, I do get the feeling with this this wind that could be one of the only fish we see in today's session, but we'll see. Plenty of time left yet. Well, it's 2:45 now. I've only been here, what, 3.5 hours, but as I said earlier when I was filming it, I thought I might only get the one fish after the personal best, so I think I'm going to call it a day. A very short session, but the wind has really kind of ruined it, I think. But yeah, we're back on it Sunday, so give it another 15-20 minutes till 3 o'clock and then probably call it a day. We're back on peg 1 today on Pines for our 5th day session. Sunday the 31st of August. Got here about 10 o'clock. Already lost one fish literally 3 minutes after I put my first rod out. I wasn't set up, so that's a lesson to be learnt there. And then about 30 minutes later I had my first fish on the left hand rod off the marginal weed bed. That was a lovely common, as you can see by the video, of about 20 pound. Actually had the wrong setting on my camera, so I didn't pick up any audio there. But yeah, we're back on for the day. Probably do a 6-hour session, see what we can get. So that mirror came in at £21 5 ounce after we took 1.5 off for the sling. Nice fish. Didn't actually look as though it was a 20, if I'm honest with you, but when we got it on the scales it tipped them over 20, so good start. Obviously, as I said before, mirrors, there aren't that many in here, so it's quite a result to get a mirror. Now, I've had them quite frequently recently after starting my season here with literally common after common, so rods are back out. That fish was off the point opposite peg 2, and it literally came within about 10 minutes, so see if we can grab some more. So this is the rig I've been using. It's a very simple safety clip lead rig, and as you can see there, I've got the krill 20mm, just tipped with a bit of sweet corn on a size 6 corder wide gape hook, barbed hooks, because that's what it is on this lake. So that's the rig. I'm fishing with a back lead as well. This is the second time I've tried it with the sweet corn. Usually I just go single krill. I'll show you where I'm putting it. Brought this fish out the weed. It's second fish. Oh, it's come off. It's come off. Can you believe it? So there you go. It's lost my second fish of the day. It's probably the first 2 fish I've probably lost all summer. Would you believe it or not? Had it over there on the far bank. It's quite a shy bite, but got it through the weed, straight into the margin, and then gone. So. Check my other rod now where I had a few bleeps at the same time. It's the second fish of the day. Lost 2 already, but that was a screaming run. Literally woke me up, I think. He's tore off to the far side. The video. Thanks for watching. If you've lasted this far, many won't have, trust me. Recorded over 5 sessions over the last couple of weeks during August. We've got some cracking fish, lost a few fish as well, and hopefully see you all on the bank soon.